man. That was like our safety.
Yeah.
That was our safety net. That was our Easter egg. That was our nest egg, man.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
Actually, yes. Now there are only 3 tiny boats left. So the entire crew climbed into these boats, and they
You get on the Santa Maria, and I'll just get on the other one.
Okay.
they had a couple options of islands they could go to. One of them they chose not because they were afraid that the natives might be cannibals. And in the 1820s, people thought terrible things about native peoples in the Pacific Islands, or everywhere, let's be real.
If we're stranded at sea, I'm eating you first.
So they decided that rather than going to the closest group of islands right next to them, that they would travel 4,000 miles back to South America.
Why are you rowing in the boat? Row outside the boat. God, you're a dick.
I know. Burn an island. Hey, maybe if I burn this boat, it'd be better.
One of the boats disappears. They theorize it sank in the night. People weren't paying attention. Everyone was dying of thirst. It sucked. This sucks. Everything sucks. Little one. I would gladly take a big one, but little one. Everything sucks, and the 2 boats decide to go different directions because people are not making good decisions.
I want to go this way. Go this way. No, I'm going this way.
Stop being a dick, Dick.
Go this way. Stop being a captain, Aston.
The captain's ship, I forget exactly which direction it goes because my brain just stopped working. And they were, sure, he went west. He was, they came into dire straits. And what happens when you're on a ship and there is no food and there is no water? And they started eating each other.
Sucks to be you! Ha ha!
Look, Captain, I eat everyone first.
He did.
Because I'm the captain.
And in fact, he shot his own cousin so that he could eat him. It was actually very heartbreaking. He wrote about how it was a terrible decision. I'm sure they drew straws. And when they were rescued, they had been in the water for so long that they didn't recognize other people, and they thought that their rescuers were God coming down to punish them because they were all addled.
Ah, it's God. We didn't eat people. They're just a giant freaking monster thing living in the ocean.
What about the other boat? Did they make it or not at all?
Oh yeah, they were rescued. They were fine.
Okay.
And they were led by Owen Chase, who was the first mate.
So, moral of the story: don't go hunting whales.
Yeah, basically.
At what point does Star Trek come down? It's not us.
Alrighty. Thank you, Kirsten. All right, and now Theodore, Sir Tedward.
I was told somebody already bought me milk, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They bought him hot sauce. I don't know who it was, but Eric told me that.
I will find you.
He has a certain set of skills. Anyway,
I'm gonna need a lot of help from John on this one. Just because
yeah, he was writing this about 5 minutes ago. I saw him.
Is that crayon?
I think so. All right, Ted, what is your story titled?
So my story is about a baseball player. His name's Ned Garvin. He was dubbed the Demon Texan.
All right then,
Yes.
off we go.
Behold, my wicked fastball.
It sounded like that, yeah, a little bit. No, basically, oh. Give me a second.
Pitch away. Pitch away, Dina.
Oh. So, the year is 1901,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this guy named Ned Garvin who was a baseball player. And he played for I forgot who the first team it was.
Let me see here. I think it was Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah. And basically, this whole story is about, or his whole entire career is about how awesome of a pitcher he was. Oh, it's getting really hot.
Pitch the
But-
ball, devil boy.
He basically was a really good pitcher, but the teams that he played for were not as good, and so he was dubbed the tough luck pitcher because he didn't win many games with his teams. And basically, there's a quote in there from, what's his name? I gotta read it.
Yeah, he was a
Take this
terrible
thing.
man, but no, he could not pitch for anything and all the money and all sad and
They basically called him the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because when he was drinking alcohol, he became.
It's like Babe Ruth.
Use your words. I can't. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Look, all I'm saying
W.
is that you're going to hell.
W.A. Fillon Jr. wrote in Sporting Life that Sober, the tall, spidery Texan, Gav Garvin,
Spidery.
was the gentlest and kindest of men and wouldn't hurt a fly. He was a gentleman and a pleasant, amiable fellow, but after he has imbibed in a few highballs, he becomes a raging demon.
I am the golden corner! You will soften my prayer!
That's pretty close. No, I'm just kidding. So his first encounter was with Tom Daly from the Brooklyn Super. I'm taking the milk now. Ow. Or was with Tom Daly. Basically, Tom was like, "Hey, I don't think you're that good of a pitcher."
That's a good picture.
He's right. Tom's right. You're a sucky pitcher.
That's so Steve, man. You're
Yeah.
a sucky pitcher.
Yeah, you're a sucky
pitcher.
Verbatim, word for word. Basically, Garvin, not quite. He didn't stab him yet. But he was on the ground.
Okay.
He took a beer glass. And put it on his face and stomped on it.
Oh!
Oh, God, what are you doing, man? This isn't fun.
Mazel tov.
Garvin said that it was a dispersion upon his birthplace, and he was just defending the honor of Texas.
Then the Yellowstone to Texas, that's where I wanna be.
So Garvin went on to play 37 games with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Milwaukee, sir? Oh.
That's where you drink.
And after
Can't wait for the winter race, man. It's awesome.
and he earned an ERA, his best one so far, but he still lost 20 of his 28 games. So again, great pitcher, but just could not win.
You suck, Boozer.
He was then later arrested for shooting at a shoe shine who refused to shine his shoes.
Look, I'm just saying that it was self-defense.
Well, those are boots. I shine shoes.
It's self-defense. Look, I'm,
bitch.
well, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Oh, my God.
Well, you might want to see a doctor.
So what happened was Garvin asked him to shine his shoes, but he refused to. So he hit him. Garvin hit the guy. Sorry, I was not paying attention. My face is burning
Okay,
off.
so he punched him and then he shot him?
Yeah, he tried to shoot him twice.
Look, okay.
Going.
Oh, thank God.
Take your shot.
Bang, bang. But he missed, and the guy ran away.
Whoa. You're a shitty shot when you're drunk.
Yeah, well, still has something.
Oh my God, I hate you.
So
So Garvin only had to pay a $50 fine, but then later went on to play 2 days in another game after that. Surprisingly.
wow.
Yeah.
Jim, did you hear he shot a man? Wow, he's awesome. I don't want to go pitch. I don't want to swing at a ball that's coming at me from behind your shot.
Oh shit, he's looking at us. Look away.
Don't look at us, man. Tell us-
So then, after that, in 1902, Garvin got traded to Chicago,
My kind of town.
where he played some more games as an awesome pitcher, but continued to lose with the unfortunate teams.
It was the Cubs, wasn't it?
I believe so. I didn't write that down, unfortunately. But basically, after that, he got into an altercation with the barkeeper in Chicago.
Look, I have had a drink, but I haven't been drinking. All right?
He had been drinking a lot before he got to this bar.
Hey, Chicago. This is you want a drink from me? Come back tomorrow when you're sobered up.
No. I'm just gonna take this bottle right here.
Oh, you gonna take that bottle?
Oh, that's actually wrong.
take
He didn't
the
actually.
shotgun.
He didn't come to get money. He didn't come to get drink. Came to get money alone from the bartender.
Look, all I'm saying
You're already 4,000 in the hole, okay there, devil boy? So,
Look, I'm going to bet against my team.
you're betting against yourself?
Yeah, my team sucks. I'm the only good person on it.
You're gonna Pete Rose this.
Oh, baby.
Unfortunately, the bartender did not have a gun. But he did laugh in front of Garvin after Garvin pulled a gun on the bartender.
You got a gun. Well, ain't that a shit thing?
Oh, a gun in Chicago. What a tough guy. Oh, we never
The bartender.
Oh, big boy.
The bartender.
There you go. Hold it the right way.
Yeah, the Chicago way.
The bartender said that he lacked the courage to actually shoot him.
I can see in your eyes, boy. You're not a killer. You're a pansy ass.
So Garvin shot him in the shoulder.
Still didn't kill me. You shot me in the shoulder, dick. A real man, a real Chicagoan would have killed me.
Well, shot him in the back.
Garvin flees the scene
Run away, little boy.
into the street, but a cop sees him after patrons run out into the street.
Now, whoop there. Come on. Get your hands in the handcuffs.
Garvin he didn't actually get arrested. Garvin actually hits the cop in the temple with the gun.
You son of a bitch.
The crowd was all like, "Whoa!"
Oh.
Garvin proceeded to point the gun at the crowd.
Hey!
He parted the crowd and then jumped onto a trolley car and drove off for his escape.
He's like Bonnie and Clyde without the army.
Yeah.
He was arrested. He was arrested later and fired from the team, but was later signed because other teams wanted him that badly.
You're a terrible human being, but I mean, you're a pretty good pitcher.
See, I'm from the Minnesota Twins, eh? We like to hit the Mets.
Oh, well,
He never made it to Minnesota though. He actually died in California for consumption.
Well, he died.
in California, he must be in hell.
Aw. Thank you, Sir Tedward. Wow, that's damn. It's nice. It's nice to know some things about professional sports haven't changed in the last 100 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come.
Yeah, get your cameras out for this one. You're going to want that.
Gentlemen, I need to remind you again that David is a professional idiot. So, and that this is an exhibition, as David Letterman said many times, this is an exhibition, not a competition. Please, please, for the love of God, no wagering.
Should I say what the title of my story is?
Yes, you should. Say it now while you're still semi-conscious.
Oh, hey, look, we're taking a prom photo. Now, I know. The title of the story is 1914, An Afternoon Drive That Went Somewhat Awry.
All right, look at me.
Oh, yep. Nothing yet. Nothing terrible. No, I think maybe we have enough. No, you are awful. And you know what? Oh, God, you're dabbing it. You had to fucking dab it. Oh, there's fumes. I don't know if you in the audience can. Oh, it's starting. Oh, God.
Gentlemen.
So this is Europe in 1914. And one thing about Europe in 1914 is that a lot of the countries in Europe actually really didn't like each other and were, as a matter of fact, prepared to go to war with each other after a moment's no. Oh, God! Now,
Oh, God! Fuck you!
so, but the main two countries that didn't really like each other were a country called Austria-Hungary and Serbia. Now, Austria-Hungary had taken over some parts of Serbia that Serbia didn't really like them taking.
Hey, give me back my place.
No.
Yes, no, yes, no. Hey, what? Fuck you.
So,
Oh, you got two
one of these things that the Austro-Hungarians took from them was the city of Sarajevo, and in 1914, in June 28th, I believe, the Archduke of Austria-Hungary, this is the heir to the throne of this gigantic European empire, decides to go visit Sarajevo to watch military maneuvers.
You're gonna go where, sir?
Oh, I'm going to,
Oliverio.
Solidario?
I don't know, it's a Serbian name.
You good luck with that, sir.
yeah, that's gonna be great.
You sure you don't want your protective custody?
Now.
You're absolutely sure you don't need bodyguards.
He had bodyguards. They just didn't do their job.
So you don't want to take me. I see how it is.
No,
Fair
no,
enough.
No.
What do you mean, Dick?
Look, we'll take you. We'll take everyone. Everyone's welcome.
Megan, if you're watching this, Sláinte.
So the Archduke.
He visits Sarajevo on the anniversary of the most heartbreaking Serb defeat in Serbian history, the Battle of Kosovo.
Good day to die.
So, naturally, a lot of the Serbs want him dead. Serbia was eyeing them very They were eyeing him very intensely.
You're
Now,
taking a parade through one of the most heartbreaking moments of our lives, and you 10?
so there was a group of terrorists. They called themselves freedom fighters, but
Look, freedom fighters. Hi, freedom fighters.
they were from Serbia, and there were a bunch of 18-year-olds from Serbia called the Black Hand.
That's right. Yeah. Or the Black Hats.
Yeah. What kind of name is the Black Hand?
It's a cool name.
Yeah, right.
You see this?
Yeah, it's like anthrax.
We burn our hands so it scars over and turns black. That's right.
I just didn't wash mine in a while.
I don't know if they did that, but
It sounds like an 18-year-old would do.
exactly. So, these guys wait till the Archduke of Austria-Hungary, his car. There's a big parade and a lot of fanfare, and Sarajevo's shut down for it and everything. And there he is. He's waving to people.
Smile, you son of a bitch!
Now, a group of people actually, they don't aim rifles at him. They throw hand grenades at the motorcade.
Smile, you son of a bitch!
Oh God, damn it! Yes, I know. I'm trying to save it.
Like how? Like how many grenades did they throw? They just
A couple. I think it was mainly one guy who jumped right out in front of the car and just kind of threw it straight at the car. Now, the Archduke actually was a kind of a somewhat athletic guy, and he dodged out of the way of the grenade. He actually did some explosion dodging. Now, oh God. Now, instead of hitting the Archduke's car, though, the bomb doesn't go off. The hand grenade doesn't go off until the next car in the motorcade passes over it, and it explodes, and there's blood everywhere, and you know.
Kill Kenny!
Jesus Christ. So,
so
everything is on fire. Now,
what about Sarajevo?
so.
It's also on fire.
So Sarajevo was in sorry,
So
I lost
they're-
track. I got this.
Okay.
The guy who threw the hand grenade, he runs, tries to escape the authorities, takes a cyanide pill.
There you go.
Yeah, he takes a cyanide pill and jumps into the river to try and kill himself. However, the cyanide pill's defective, and it only makes him vomit. And the river he jumped into was literally like 4 inches deep.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on, Joe.
So he was taken away and interrogated, probably harshly. Ugh.
No.
Bad. Now,
Bad.
the Archduke flees the scene and goes to the governor's office in Sarajevo to lodge a complaint. I mean, somebody just tried to kill him.
Yes, I wish to register a complaint.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have been, this parrot I purchased, no,
No, it's well beautiful plumage.
Now,
no,
okay,
no.
so he goes and lodges a complaint, but after doing this, he decides he wants to go take a photo op with the people who were injured in the bombing earlier.
Look, someone tried to kill me, they killed
Okay.
other people.
So while he's on his way, the driver gets lost because he doesn't know the city very well. He turns down the wrong street, where is sitting one of the 20 guys from the Black Hand earlier, eating a consolation sandwich.
See, this is what you get for taking Uber. I'm just saying.
So the car breaks down in front of this cafe. A guy named Gavrilo Princip steps out, whips out his pistol, and pops a cap in both him and his wife.
I'm the driver, but
Women can drive. Anyway, so due to this, Austria declared war on Serbia. Serbia was friends with Russia. Russia declares war on Austria-Hungary. Germany declares war on basically everybody. And 9 months later, after this, you have trenches, rats, and mustard gas.
And they all exploded. Okay. David Trail, everyone! Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our Habanero Scar things. Leaders and less action hero. I'm taking agreement Habanero history. Donate! Donate for the love of God, donate! Now pedantic Eric, back on stage.